Hi, this is Rick Eymer with the Palo Alto Weekly, and we're here today with Klara Astrom. She's our Athlete of the Week from Pinewood, a junior. This last week, she scored in double figures in both games against Valley Christian and Cardinal Newman, including a double-double against Cardinal Newman. We told her that. She didn't know that. So let's just start off a little bit by talking about those two games and kind of what it means for the rest of the season.
Well, I mean, those two games, they were definitely games against two very good teams, and they just kind of challenged us and exposed us to things we need to work on, especially. So I think that's a big thing going on to, like, especially postseason, playing great teams again.
Right, and of course you always have a tough schedule. You open the season down in San Diego with 4 great games, I guess, and you know, your only loss is a 2-point loss to a really good team. You know, and then you enter league, and it's kind of, you still face pretty good teams, but I think the competition is not quite there, and so you kind of set things up for postseason. Is that where you're looking for?
Yeah, I think that's one of the big things. League is obviously, it's still tough and all that, but it's not, the teams aren't as competitive as they are for postseason. So yeah, we look forward to postseason, especially in preseason, and just making sure we have all our principles down for postseason. Right,
and Pinewood is a Division V school that always plays in the open division, so they go to the top, that's for sure. They would probably dominate in Division V, so we won't talk about that though. But in the meantime, you know, we were discussing a little bit about the Swedish national team, and you know, you go back there every once in a while, and you know, what's that like, and how does that help you in basketball?
For the Swedish national team, especially helped me a lot with conditioning. They do a lot of conditioning on the national team, so I think that was a big thing. And I don't know, I've only played for them for one summer, just because they require you to be there in July, and that's something that I couldn't do last summer, and maybe not this summer. We'll see. And so I think that definitely helps, and it helps a lot with learning new plays, because obviously they don't run the same stuff that Doc runs. And just overall, I think it just exposes you to other types of basketball. I think European basketball is definitely a lot different from American.
Right, I know the rules are a little different too, and you got to get used to that a little bit. You know, when we talked about Pinewood being such a great program, and there's really not a whole lot that you can put on your walls, you know, other than you know, WBAL champions every year for I don't know how long, and. But there's got to be some satisfaction knowing that you're always playing against the best, and you're always going, you know, full speed, and you're challenging these guys. And you know, Cardinal Newman, you know, who knocked you out of the playoffs last year in the semifinals in the state, he only beat you by 2 points. So, you know, do you ever feel like you're that? Do you feel appreciated? I guess is a good question.
I mean, I feel like we definitely feel appreciated, and the whole point of playing basketball is to compete. And I feel like playing in the open, even though we are technically a Division V school, it pushes us, and that's the fun. I mean, it's not fun to win by 40 every game. It's fun to always compete and play with the toughest out there. So I definitely feel that.
And talking about competing, for Pinewood, you're a 5'9" center. And you're going up against, I don't think you've ever had anybody taller. I don't know, but just talk about that challenge, always going up against somebody that's a few inches taller.
I mean, I definitely love going up against anyone who's taller than me, because from the start, you look at them and you go, wow, she's 6'5", she's 5'9", she's not going to be able to do anything. I mean, they're going to have layup upon layup on her. And then I get in the game and I get to show them that actually, you know, just because my size is 5'9", I'm not just going to back down, and I can actually take players bigger than me. So I feel like that's definitely like I love playing against bigger players. You know, like players my size, yeah, they're fun to play against, but bigger ones, that's when I really get to show off.
Yeah, and you were talking about that you really like playing against a 6'9" or 6'5" girl, right? You know, when you is that the tallest person you've played against, or have you played against taller? And I mean, what makes it so fun?
I think that's probably around the tallest I've played. I don't know many girls that are taller than that. What makes it so fun is just showing people that you can actually do it, and they think that, you know, they're gonna back me down and all that, and I just hit them with like elbows and just my hips. A lot of work about my hips from our coach Anna, and I don't know, just showing everyone that, like, just because I'm smaller, that I'm not gonna put up a fight, and that I'm gonna outscore them, I'm gonna out rebound them, and I'm gonna out hustle them.
Yeah, you know, you also have a pretty short point guard who delivers big time all the time. And so a lot of times that just shows me that height is really nothing more than a number, you know, like they say, and maybe it's more a little bit about desire.
Yeah, I think definitely so. I mean, Bree is like an amazing point guard. She's one of the best point guards I've ever seen. She can drive to the basket and also she makes amazing passes to me and to everyone else on the team. Without her, we could not get the amount of three-pointers we get. And yeah, definitely I think size, because she guards players that are bigger than her too. And I think she does an amazing job on both ends. So I think that's definitely a thing.
Yeah, I think that one of the things that the hallmark of Pinewood is that desire and the wanting to work hard to be better. And I guess, you know, looking ahead, do you guys set goals every year, like say we were going to win the state in open division, or do you just kind of say, let's see how far we can get?
I think we set goals every year. I mean, our goal this year is definitely to win state. I mean, everyone wants to win state, but just going off last year about losing to Cardinal Newman, I mean, that was a devastating loss. And so every day I wake up thinking of that, and I want to get better, and I don't want that to happen again. So I think winning state is like the big goal this year.
All right, and that's Klara Astrom, our Athlete of the Week, and congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
And if you want to find out who the Athlete of the Week is next week, just press that subscribe button down below or visit us at pasportsonline.com.